What's up, everybody? It's your boy Showtime Doctor. I'm back. So this is going to end up being your your 10-9 regular world story boss guide. You end up going against Executioner Vildred, as I call him, Vildred actually. So this was originally on the Korean server. So I know I should really show you guys like who's geared with what, etc. But I can kind of tell you, and showing you really won't make much sense because it's in Korean. So Sigrid, as she's called in our server, she's geared with as much attack. She actually has a vamp set on. She's geared, which was a bad idea actually, but she's geared with the vamp set, as much attack, crit, and debuff accuracy as I can. And then Armin here in the back, she's serving as my support tank. She's geared with as much HP, a little bit of debuff accuracy. That's effectiveness for you guys I don't know. HP and defense. And Akates, I think I actually gave her triple life set, a little bit of speed, etc. Get her as tanky as possible. And then Ravi, you know, she's just hitting hard. Got her with as much attack and crit as possible. So now the issue with this guy is he's always hitting two people no matter what. And you can stack, when you encounter him this first time, you can stack like debuffs and stuff as normal on him. But you're really going to have to do something about his damage output, which is why you see I've basically brought two heroes that can support themselves in Ravi and Secret with the lifesteal set, along with you know, our tank Armin, who can also put up shields and heal a little bit, and Akates, who's going to be doing the majority of our I just noticed there's a double me, huh? Blah, take over. Anyway, so then screw it, who cares? Anyway, so the main goal of the first phase is to stay alive, clearly. And this guy, when he ultimates, he's going to basically, oh look, here it comes. Do like a gigantic, you see like the Orochimaru thing going on, a big giant AoE. It's going to hit you there. Luckily we had damage shield up. It also debuffed our accuracy, so effectiveness basically. So it's a little bit harder to put debuffs on him now. And he starts doing that, I believe in the next phase, he's actually going to do it once every 2 or 3 turns. It was something to that effect. But anyhow, so you just got to keep going on him now. Now, he probably looks pretty easy to you guys right now. Because you're like, oh yeah, well look, this is easy. You're handling him. Not really that low health. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. So, but the cool thing about this fight is it's actually a very good precursor to what comes later. Which I'm going to try not to spoil for you guys, actually. At least until the next video. Also, I need to go do a video for Secret. Secret actually ends up being a boss fight for 2 of the boss fights, actually, towards the end of the game. So pretty much your basic stuff here. Just stay alive, keep hitting. You see it's about every 2 turns he starts doing his ultimate. Right now, not a huge deal, but eventually it's going to get there. Is when the damage shield isn't up. You see Akates has some issues there. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can speed this up a bit. Because I'm like talking and stuff. Double duck. Because I was doing this during a live stream, guys, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, you know, just keep yourself up. Realize that Vildred, no matter what you do, he's going to be hitting multiple people. So, okay, so he dies. Bada! He's back. Resurrects. Does his ultimate immediately. And if you notice, he has a fair amount more attack power there. And look at all those ads he summoned. So here's where the issue begins. You need to kill the ads ASAP. So you need to save whatever AoE ultimates you have or AoE abilities. And even like a real strong single target, just kill the ads ASAP. You can, they're CCable. You see Ravi's stun went off on one of them there. But you want to kill them ASAP as quickly as possible. So having heroes that have not only sustain, but some AoE deeps Actually works out pretty good. You see, I actually threw the wolf at them because I just want them all to be dead. So there they go. And if those things stay up, they are going to significantly test the stress power of your party. Having an AoE healer like Ekates is really good, especially one that can remove debuffs. And then you're basically just going at him again right here. So he's going to be ulting more, and as you see, his damage output has increased tremendously, even though we burned a lot of ults. So I'm hoping that you guys that are running, like, say, you know, really heavy DPS teams early and mid game are seeing that in end game you really need lots of AoE support in order to stay up. You need people that can sustain themselves, buff themselves. You need to get some good debuffs out, and lifesteal is very good. So someone like Carmen Rose would be fine here. Clearly all the characters that are here right now. Have yourself a good tank. But then even a good tank, you know, this guy's still going to hit at least 2 people at all times, so if you notice, he's managed to take Armin down. Armin has the trinket on that absorbs 10% of everyone's damage. Damage done to everybody. You notice that she's taking damage. Well, in that case, it was an attack, but she's taking damage even when she's not the target of whatever attack. So right there, I had to blow the secret ult just to do it. It's better if there's debuffs up, but, you know, we had to put some damage out, so... And this guy is just going to repeatedly whoop us. You see that crit going off there. Luckily, I had Ekates' immunity on Armin, so Armin survived there. And right now, I'm just trying to do whatever I can to get health back. And there goes Armin. And that is a good geared Armin, by the way, guys. So... And also got Ekates, actually, so Cez has stepped into Ekates' role. So right here I was asking, because I wasn't familiar with Cez at the time, I'm like, well, what should I do? And it's like, Cez does more damage the lower health someone is. So make sure you take yourselves a good friend unit with you. That can help. Luckily, in this case, since Cez is a finisher, and Vildred has, you know, right around, like I'd say about, that's about what, 30, 20-ish, 20-something% hit points. So right here, I'm going over all his skills, and I'm like, okay, what should I do? And then it's just like, well, let's just ult. Didn't get the crit there, unfortunately. But still managed to do a little chunk of damage there. So now, if you notice, the people that are left alive are the self-sustainers. The people that have life steal on them. And of course, our friend unit there who just came in. So now that this guy is under half health, every time Cez hits, he's going to proc his additional AoE attack. But Vildred is not impressed. So when Secret does her 2, she goes ahead and does her 1 afterwards if someone is under half health. So you see, this is getting down to the nitty-gritty here. It's very close, but luckily... that is it. So that was a close battle, but I won. So I'm not going to spoil. Don't want to spoil the storyline stuff for you guys. But hopefully you guys can see what you're in for. So he's a dark elemental. You know, your basic warrior. So actually he might be a rogue now that I think about it. I think he's a rogue actually. But anyway, so this is a precursor of what's to come, guys, and what you got to be prepared for. So definitely get your supports ready. Gear them up. Your DPSs, especially if they can have lifesteal, that's going to be a good thing for them. And then having a buffer is actually not too bad there too. So if you can bring someone like an Elson, etc., that would work out really well. But anyways, guys, this has been your normal 10-9 guide, how to fight Executor Vildred. So let me know your experiences for you guys that are already there, and you know what combos you used, etc. Help people out. So I'll catch you later. Peace out. Actually, I should do my promo. Yo, I'm Showtime Doctor, Showtime DR. You found my YouTube. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content or this helped you. Also, check the title info. There's a link to my Twitch and my Discord there. Stream usually in the evenings. And we're streaming this right now. So, peace out. Take care. Have yourselves a good day.